Hello, welcome to the Michigan Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us today. A few quick housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen. Type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your cameras and microphones are off so the panelists can't see or hear you. There are more sessions happening. Be sure to sign up for more if you haven't done so already at the same place you signed up for this one. This presentation is being recorded. It'll be available within about a week at strivescan.com/Michigan. All right, I have gotten the housekeeping stuff out of the way, so I'm going to step out of the way now and turn it over to our first representative to present. We'll hear from Arizona State University.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday. Let me go ahead and get my screen going here. Okay. Hopefully everyone's screen is good. Good afternoon again. My name is Jessica Lang. I am Midwest Regional Coordinator based out of the Chicagoland area. And again, thanks for joining us on your Sunday. A little bit about Arizona State University. ASU is a comprehensive public research university, and we're measured by not by whom it excludes, but whom we include and how they succeed. ASU is very big on inclusivity, access, support, diversity. We really breathe all of that, and it speaks in our charter that's actually sketched in stone throughout all of our campuses throughout the Valley. So this is something we really pride ourselves on, and you really see that when you step foot on campus. As far as some of our big words, you'll see this buzzword everywhere across campus, on our buses, on billboards, innovation. We are number one in the country for innovation. We thrive on that. We are a top tier 1 research-based institution where we have all the opportunities for students to gain internship and research experience from when they step on campus. The way technology is evolving, ASU is the hub of innovation in the country. And again, we really thrive ourselves on that. We're also number 4 public university for our first year student experience, which is really important as far as retention goes. So our students, we have about an 85% retention rate. So our students are coming back for their sophomore year. And this first year experience program is one key factor of that. It helps students get acclimated to campus within that first week and month and semester that they are at Arizona State University. So a little bit about our location. Like I said, I'm based out of the Chicagoland area. So being from the Midwest, what do we love? The warmth, the sun. Our average temperature is 75 degrees. We are the 5th largest city in the country in the Metro Phoenix area. We have 4 campuses in the Valley. We have our West Campus, our downtown campus, our Tempe campus, and our Polytechnic campus. If you take about 3.5, 4-hour drive north is our Lake Havasu campus. So there's a lot of opportunities, and ASU is growing dramatically every single year, and we're really excited about all the educational opportunities that we provide to our students. When you fly from the Midwest, you'll fly right into Phoenix. It is a hop, skip, and a jump to Tempe downtown, about 15 minutes to our Tempe campus. We do have free shuttle buses for all of our students that connect all of our campuses. So if you are a major that is located at downtown, you're able to hop on the shuttle and take a class at Tempe if you wanted to, or vice versa. So again, a lot of opportunities in the area. Not only is Phoenix the 5th largest city in the country, we are the only large regional university in the area. So internships are huge, and there's a lot of companies in the area, Fortune 500 companies, that come to our students wanting them to work for their company as soon as they graduate from Arizona State University. So again, lots of opportunities for you on and off campus, from hiking. Tempe Town Lake is close by. If you want to rent paddle boards, and there's running trails, you're just in a really great hub as far as so much to do off campus as well. I wanted to talk a little bit about each campus because depending on what your major is will depict on what campus you go to. Our downtown Phoenix campus it's in the heart of downtown Phoenix. This is home to about 12,000 students. Some of our unique majors or popular majors at this campus would be criminal justice. We have one of the top journalism programs in the country. Our law program is based here. So we have some really unique opportunities within our downtown campus. There is housing on this campus as well. Each campus does have their own flavor, their own feel, their own vibe. So I always encourage students to check out all of the campus opportunities. Our next campus would be our Polytechnic campus. It is in the Mesa area. Go Cubs, if there's any of you that are Cubs fans out there. And the Polytechnic campus is actually on an old desert arboretum. So there's a lot of cactus around, just a beautiful campus to really step foot on. It's actually on an old Air Force base. Some of the most popular programs here, engineering, business, our aviation program. We have a tarmac on campus as well. Our next campus is our West Campus, which has about 4,000 students. So it's more of a small liberal art type feel where our forensic program would be located and a lot of unique opportunities program there as well. Our largest campus is Tempe, where we have about 50,000 students. We have over 400 different majors to offer: sustainability, business, engineering. There's just so much opportunity throughout any of our campuses that we have. We have residential colleges on campus, so you will be living with students according to your major. Over 1,000 clubs and organizations, Pac-12 sports, go Sun Devils. So just a lot of opportunity to really get involved on campus. So how to become a Sun Devil? I wanted to touch on the admission requirements real quick. If there's any seniors on the line, we are still accepting applications, but those of you who are juniors or below, what we will look at is 16 core competencies, which are listed on the left-hand side and one of the following on the right. We are a test optional institution. We've always been test optional, so it is up to you if you would like to send a test score. There are merit scholarships available for out-of-state students, and we will use the core competencies along with your test score to award you a scholarship with Arizona State University. We have a lot of opportunities for you to visit campus. We are open for campus tours. We also are heading back to campus in the fall for in-person classes. But again, jump on some of these virtual opportunities to see if ASU might be the right fit for you. Again, my name is Jessica Lang. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday and hope to see you on campus. Have a great day.
Thank you very much. And questions can be asked at any time using the Q&A button. If it's for a specific school, just make sure to name the school in your question. Up next, we'll hear from the University of California, Irvine.
Hi, thank you, Russ, and my apologies for my wonky background here. But my name is Michelle Burns. I am one of the regional admissions counselors for University of California, Irvine, and I'm so excited to talk to you today a little bit about what we have to offer at UCI. So to start off with, we are down in Southern California. We're part of the University of California system. The UC system is a system of 9 institutions. We are the research branch of the state of California, and we are public institutions as well. Of the 9 of us, 5 of us are ranked in the top 10, UCI among them, amongst all public schools in the country. So there's a lot to be proud of there and a lot that we're doing for our students on campus. When you come to Southern California, it's a beautiful location. I think you're going to hear from a lot of schools that have nice sunny weather for you here today. So we are part of that. We have about 280 days of sunshine. We are located just 10 minutes from Newport Beach. We're about 45-ish minutes south of LA, about an hour north of San Diego, depending on 2 things: who's driving and the amount of traffic that day. We're also ranked as one of the safest cities in the country. So if you are looking and you're coming across the country to school, just know that we really take that seriously and make sure that we're keeping our students safe on campus. In Orange County, you're going to find so many fun things to do when you're not in class or studying. So it's a beautiful location. I mentioned that we have 1 beach. We also get the ranking of the #1 school for beach lovers with 3 other beaches within 30 minutes of us. So it's not uncommon for students to have bonfires at the beach, go hiking and biking on the weekends, go skiing about 2 hours away in Big Bear if you're really missing it, or go to Disneyland, which is just about 25 minutes away. In addition to that, Irvine is a great location to be in for jobs and internships as well. About 1/3 of all Fortune 500 companies have some sort of offices or headquarters there in Irvine. So right across the street from campus, there's Google, Blizzard Entertainment, Apple is there, the Disney Corporation is there, Broadcom, lots of big research firms, also lots of small startup tech firms as well. So we see a lot of coordination with those companies in our project-based learning too. A little bit about our academics. We have 14 different schools for you to choose from. We really encourage students to be interdisciplinary at UCI. It's something that's incredibly important to us. If you already know what you want to do, that's fantastic. But if you're still exploring or you're thinking there's 2 or 3 things that I really enjoy, that's great. You can either apply directly into a major, or you're also welcome to apply in undeclared and kind of find your path through the different classes that you'll take. You'll see how we're designed on campus here. We were designed in 1965. The institution and the city of Irvine were actually founded at the same time. So we are also a newer university in the world of the UC system as well. So when we were designed, they built us in a circle, which really also echoes the interdisciplinary nature of UCI. All of our faculty are actually required to be interdisciplinary. So if they're teaching in one area, they're either team teaching or doing research in another area. We have research centers all around campus where you'll see great coordination. For example, our AI research center may have folks in there from psychology, cognitive sciences, computer science, engineering, psychology, educational sciences, to really come together and work and solve these problems in a really cohesive manner as well. So at your time at UCI, you will visit all of these different schools that you see pictured here, right in this inner circle around campus. Makes it really easy to get around, and also you're passing people and friends from all sorts of different academic disciplines while you're on campus. Our 2 first-year housing complexes are located right here, Middle Earth, which is named for Lord of the Rings, and then over on this side is Mesa Court Housing. So very easy to walk across campus. You really don't need a car that first year especially. Other important things, I already mentioned a little bit about project-based learning and some of the companies that work with us. We will bring companies into a classroom setting where they're working with you while you're in school, while you're in a class, but you're kind of hired for them by credit to solve a problem, innovate a new product, or work with them on something new that they're coming up with. So you have that while you also have the collaborative nature with your professors and your classmates as well. We see students doing research. We are a research university, and about 73% of our undergraduates participate in research before they leave us. We do have a study abroad program. We have our own study abroad program. We also share a study abroad program with all of our sister institutions, and a study away program like our UC-DC program, where we have dorms in DC that you can live there, work and do an internship for a quarter or a summer as well. When I talk to students about, 3 words that they think of when they think of UCI, I'll hear things like collaborative, I'll hear unique, and I'll also hear diverse. Diversity is a huge reason why students seek us out. So you'll see the background of our students here, but it's also really important that we work with our students. We are a minority serving institution, but we're really working to be a minority thriving institution. We know there's ways that we can do better, and we want to hear our students' voices in that. On campus, you'll see all sorts of wonderful cultural sharing outs and a number of different ways to support campus, not only in cultural centers and support services, but also academic resources as well. Very quickly, we are a Division I school for sports, lots of clubs and activities. We're the Anteaters, so come learn more about why we have that mascot. And finally, just to close out here in my last 30 seconds, we are test-free as a system. We don't do early action or early decision. Only timeline to submit is November 1st through 30th. And last thing I'll say is you can go ahead and take a picture here. We have weekly campus presentations for out-of-state students that are virtual. So you can join us on Wednesday afternoons, 3 p.m. Michigan time, and go ahead. And if you're joining us at a later time, go ahead and take a picture of that, and we'll still get you all set up with information. Thanks so much and have a great day.
Thank you very much. And again, questions can be asked using the Q&A button. You can do that at any time. Up next, we will hear from Western Colorado University.
Thanks so much, and thanks for being here, everyone, whether you are watching live or on the recording. Thank you so much for your time today. My name is Lindsay, and I'm Regional Director of Recruitment for Western Colorado University in Gunnison, Colorado. So it's a really beautiful mountain town. The population of the town is about 8,000 people. So a pretty small town, and the total enrollment at Western is right around 3,000 students. And we'll talk a little bit about how that can potentially be beneficial for you. But something that I really liked about Western when I was a student is that our backyard is nature's best classroom. So specifically, if you're interested in any STEM related fields, we certainly are surrounded by millions of acres of BLM land, national forest land, all of this public land that students have access to, both for research purposes, but also for recreation as well. We have about 750 miles of single track trails right around campus. We're about 30 minutes away from 2 different ski resorts. But I personally was not a STEM specific major at Western. I was a communications major. But even in my intro to biology class, our professor took us fly fishing one day in the Gunnison River just to learn about the ecosystem of the fish and get some new experiences that way. Our average class size is 17 students, but since Western is a relatively small community, you'll never sit in a classroom larger than 50 students. The biggest class I had at Western was about 42. So all of your classes will be very small. You'll get to know your professors one-on-one. They will know if you're not in class one day, and they'll be able to check in and make sure everything's okay. So it's really difficult to slip through the cracks at a small school like Western. For out-of-state tuition, it's $18,600 per year, with the total overall cost being just above $32,000 per year. That includes everything from tuition, fees, room, and board. But you can compare that to our out-of-state tuition to the national average of in-state or out-of-state tuition rather, which is just over $22,500 per year, and Western's relatively affordable in that sense. That being said, 80% of students do receive financial aid in the form of grants or scholarships, which is money that does not have to be paid back. And our merit scholarship is automatic for any student that qualifies for it. We are test blind for our merit scholarships. So if you have at least a 3.35 GPA, you'll automatically be awarded at least $8,000 per year to attend Western. And we do have other scholarship options available, such as our Central Plains discount, which is where you only pay 150% of in-state tuition. We have a common scholarship application, which is one application that applies you to over 40 different scholarships on our website. We've got program-based scholarships for every single academic program. And we also have a first-generation scholarship for anyone that identifies that way as well. As far as services that we offer on campus, this is certainly not a comprehensive list, just some things that I like to mention. We have an academic resource center that houses our disability services, academic advising, career services, study abroad. So a lot of different resources within that specific office. A few things to mention there is that every single freshman and transfer student is paired with an academic advisor who will make sure that you're getting registered for all the correct courses your first semester. Once you declare a major, which you don't have to do until the end of your sophomore year, but once you do declare a major, you'll get to choose an academic advisor that's a faculty member within your program. And there'll be somebody that's in your corner for quite some time. I'm still in contact with my faculty advisor from Western, and they've been super helpful as far as writing letters of recommendation, and I'm just kind of giving life advice after you graduate as well. We also have career services. So if you are looking for a work-study job on campus or an internship or a job after you graduate, our career services office will sit down with you and look at your resume and cover letter. They can do mock interviews, make sure you're as prepared as possible for that job interview. We also have a math tutoring center and a writing center. So if you have any questions on your math homework or would like help editing a paper, you can go to either of those offices for free at any point. We also have an EPIC mentorship program. So again, every freshman and transfer student that comes to Western is paired with an EPIC mentor. And these are current students, they're sophomores through seniors who have experienced quite a bit on campus, and they're really well versed about all of the different resources that we have on campus. So they're there to make sure that your transition to Western is really smooth, but also that you have a friendly face to interact with once you get to campus as well. We also have a multicultural center that houses 5 different multicultural clubs on campus, and anyone is certainly welcome and encouraged to participate in those. And then we also have our counseling services on campus, and every single student on Western's campus receives free mental health counseling if that's something that you would benefit from as well. If you're interested in visiting campus, we would absolutely love to have you. We are open for in-person campus tours. Or if virtual works best for you, we also have a virtual tour on our website. And if you're interested in applying, we are still accepting applications for the fall. We have a test fee, or I guess our test optional, and then our application fee is $30, but you can use the code GOWESTERN2021 to waive your $30 application fee. And that is all that I have for you today. Here's my contact information, and feel free to reach out at any point if you have any questions about Western. Go Mountaineers.
Thank you very much. You can also reach out with questions during this session. Use the Q&A button if you have any. Up next, we will hear from the University of Colorado Boulder.
Good morning, good afternoon. Thank you so much for all being in attendance today. My name is DeMonte Madden. Again, thank you so much for spending your time with us. For the folks who are going to catch the session a little bit later, we still appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you. I'm going to present some information about the University of Colorado Boulder. If anyone has any specific questions, please feel free to reach out to us, and we would love to have individual conversations that allow you to speak with us more intricately about our offerings. Moving forward, so Boulder is actually ranked one of the top college going places to go in the United States. With our mountains in our backyard and Denver right down the street, and even more mountainous areas just northern and to the west of us, we have a lot of opportunities for our students to get out, but also find opportunities within the classroom to still go to a larger university and find themselves within a pretty small classroom, which is 18-1. Additionally, we have 8 college schools and programs that span from engineering to our program exploratory studies, to our College of Music and others. And then we have over 4,000 courses of study that our students can really choose between to double major, double minor, pick and choose how you really want to introduce yourself to our campus in this academic journey. And then we have over 500 clubs and organizations that accommodate our students, not only do the actual day-to-days, but when students are on break, students can oftentimes go on mission trips, do internship opportunities. So clubs and organizations can introduce you to not just your everyday life, but things across our globe. Being innovative. So at the University of Colorado Boulder, one of the really unique facts that I would like to share out is we're actually the #1 place for female entrepreneurship, which is really amazing considering we're the #2 tech hub behind Silicon Valley. So there's a lot of opportunities for students to come to our community and really find themselves immersed into more than they potentially thought they were at the beginning, based off our institution's grounding and just our care for our students taking research courses or any other type of courses while they're on our campus. Downtown Boulder is amazing for many of our students. Our campus is located right in the center of Boulder, so you have a lot of different variations to diversify what you want to do around our city. And then being #1 college town in America, many students oftentimes find themselves coming here with maybe some type of knowledge of what CU can offer, but oftentimes a lot of untapped potential of what we can really help you to get through. So we have opportunities for our students to get involved with research within our undergraduate research opportunities program, which is afforded to all first-year students on our campus, and helping students to again get immersed and find themselves on our campus. So moving along a little bit. So through our colleges, our schools, and our programs, you can see this is our comprehensive list, but on our websites, we actually have more information that can provide each and every student or someone who's interested more opportunities to engage with us. And we're not open to campus visits yet, but we will be keeping our websites updated. So when campus is open, we would love for you all to come and visit any of our beautiful buildings in our campus. Then moving a little bit to actually finding campus life and what does it look like on campus. So we have about 24 residence halls on our campus, and then 17 of which are residential academic programs and academic theme-based housing options. So there's a little bit of parts of where students can find themselves getting involved in our larger community based off of where they live in their residence halls, even outside of their major, or picking different types of avenues to choose who you want to live with, who you want to go to class with, and things of that nature. And then getting outside. So within the city of Boulder, these are some of the things, honestly, within about 30 to 45 minutes. So we have our Boulder Reservoir. So you all being from Michigan, understanding there's a lot of lakes there. We don't have a lot of lakes or a lot of access to lakes in Boulder. However, there are specific places to go and hang out. Maybe you want to go on a hike. So Chautauqua Park is about 0.8 miles from off of campus. Some of the most beautiful places in the world, honestly. And then moving forward, just our rec center. I'm not sure if any of you all have seen a buffalo-shaped pool. We have one. Come check it out. And then just moving forward a little bit more, you can see that we have Boulder Creek Path and different things for our students to go to the mountains and such. So the traveler, the volunteer, the naturalist. So again, how do our students find themselves on campus and getting immersed? So we have opportunities for our students to work with our study abroad office, where we can send students for 10 days to 52 weeks, somewhere that's in the next state or completely globally. There's opportunities for our artists to get involved, again, our researchers to get involved. And then being in Boulder, in Colorado specifically, we have over 300 days of sunshine. And then our freshman application deadline date. So if anything changes, please reach out to me as being your specific admission counselor or representative. And our test dates are early action is November 15th and our regular decision is January 15th. So if you have any other questions for us, please let me know. And my name is DeMonte Madden. As I wrap up this, please reach out to us. Let us know that you want to visit us while we're still in this virtual environment. And when it's open to the public, please look into engaging with us on our physical campus. So my name is DeMonte Madden. Here's my contact information, and thank you all so much.
Thank you very much. You can ask questions using the Q&A button. Also check out the chat for information that the representatives send you, like links and contact info that way. Up next, we'll hear from the University of Arizona.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for being here to learn all about our schools. My name is Emily Martinez, and I am the admissions recruiter for the Midwest with the University of Arizona. And I am happy to be here to tell you all about Arizona and what we have to offer you. So to get us started, the University of Arizona was founded in 1885. Actually, when Arizona was still a territory, wasn't even a state yet. Our main campus is located in Tucson, Arizona. Since 1885, we've definitely grown. We now have a beautiful 1 square mile campus. Within that square mile, you will have access to everything you need as a student, from 23 dorms, over 35 restaurants, a movie theater, 2 recreation centers, a post office, a bank, a pharmacy. Everything you need is just a quick walk away. And for those of you who like to ride your bike, our campus is super flat and Tucson is extremely bike friendly. Even though being a large university, we have about 35,000 undergraduate students and another 10,000 graduate students making up our student community. We do have a diverse student body. Over 40% of our students come from out of state. In fact, we have students coming from every single state in the US. And even though we are a larger university, we are still able to offer a personal educational experience. Class sizes average between 20 and 29 students, and our student to faculty ratio is 15:1. And there are tons of advantages to being at a large public university of our size. With over 250-degree programs, we literally have just about any option to meet your educational needs. Some of our more popular programs include our nationally top 20 ranked public business college, or our nationally recognized engineering programs with 15 different unique focuses. We're also very well known for our pre-health and medical science programs. We have 2 medical schools, so access to a lot of really great resource. We also are very well known for our dance and fine arts program. Our dance program is one of the most competitive programs in the entire country. So you can see across all disciplines, we have a lot of really great opportunities. And we do offer big time opportunities. We are a top tier world-class institution ranked in the top 1% of universities in the entire world. Arizona is a premier tier 1 research 1 institution and a member of the renowned Association of American Universities, also known as AAU. It is an exclusive club of about 65 colleges and universities. So from Harvard to Yale to UC Berkeley to the University of Arizona. So we have amazing opportunities for research. But of course, we also have countless opportunities for internships, study abroad, service learning, and much more. So not only do we have countless academic opportunities, we also have a lot going on outside of the classroom. We have over 600 different student-led clubs to participate in. And our clubs range from academics to leadership to student government to special interests to sorority and fraternity life to athletics and recreation and everything in between. My favorite club to always point out is Zona Zoo. It is the official student section for Arizona Athletics. We are a D1 school. And our Zona Zoo has been consistently ranked by ESPN as the biggest, loudest, and best student section in all of the Pac-12 conference. Go Wildcats. Another great way to get involved and to really find your home in Arizona is to live on campus. Living on campus is not required for first-year students or any year student, though more than 75% of our first-year students do choose to live on campus. All 23 of our dorms house freshmen through seniors. We do not have any housing restrictions, and we do also have opportunities for theme communities, different styles and features within those different dorms that we offer. Tucson is very much a college town. It offers a great art scene, electric shops, coffee spots, restaurants, concerts, festivals, and so much more. Being from the Midwest, I have to comment on the gorgeous Tucson weather. It's an average school time temperature of 83 degrees and over 300 days of sunshine. What is not to like? When it comes to applying to Arizona, it's very simple. We do not require essays. Personal statements are optional. Recommendation letters are not considered. We are also test optional for this academic cycle as well as next academic cycle. When we evaluate you, we are looking for some very specific information. You can see on the screen, there are a list of 16 classes. These are known as core classes. So we need to ensure that by the time you graduate high school, you have completed these courses. We are also going to use the grades for these courses earned through your through your junior year to calculate your core GPA. That core GPA is going to be used to determine your admissibility as well as merit scholarship eligibility. So I know that can sometimes be a bit confusing. It is very specific to the state of Arizona, so we could always catch up later to give you more of an explanation. We do also offer merit scholarships for students. Out-of-state scholarships range from $1,000 to $35,000 per year, offered for a total of 4 years. You're automatically considered. There is no separate application. We are offering on-campus tours as well as a variety of different virtual visit options. So if you'd like to continue to connect with us, please visit this website. We are happy to accommodate you and providing you with more information, whether it's about the campus itself, specific to a college or academic program. If you want to hear from our current students, we offer different events on our Instagram page. So definitely check us out to learn more. Again, my name is Emily Martinez. Here is my contact information. I will also drop it in the chat. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much. And I'd like to ask all of our representatives to come back on camera, turn on their microphones. I get to play talk show host over the last 10 minutes or so of this session. And I always enjoy doing that because you can get a little more information, valuable stuff from each of our representatives during our session, besides what they've shared with you about their schools. So we'll have you answer in the same order that you presented. And the first question will be, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process right now? We'll start with Arizona State University.
I think my first piece of advice would be to just start early. Start early in your college process. When you start early, it saves time. Make a list of all the schools you want to hit, just so you can make sure they hit all the pieces. There's so many buckets that your college education fits into, with the social fit and academic fit and financial fit. So if you start early, make a list, be organized, it makes that process a little bit easier. And one other second piece of advice: don't choose a school just because your best friend is going there. I see that all the time. So just be you in this college process. This is one of the biggest decisions you'll make in your life, and just have fun with it, enjoy it, and soak up every moment because it goes fast.
UC Irvine.
Yeah, that was great advice from Jessica. I would add on a lot of time, this time of year, I'm having so many conversations with students about finances. And I know that's a hard conversation to have, but I think it's really important that if you are watching this right now and you're a parent, to talk to your child about expectations. And if you are the student, to talk to your parents about what's available. You have a lot of state universities here today. And there is often a myth that if you live in a state for 1 year, you get to be a resident and then you get to have that nice in-state tuition. And I would say for all of us, I don't think that's true. So it's really good to just be aware of that. There are great scholarships out there, but every school has different scholarships. So go ahead and start thinking about that now with who you're going to apply to. And does that not only work as a great academic fit, but a great financial fit for you as well?
Western Colorado.
Yeah, I think my biggest piece of advice for students going through their college search process is to actually go and visit campuses. It's the best way to see if a school is a good fit for you. I know this year is a little bit different in the sense that some schools aren't open for in-person visits, but everyone is opening, or I guess having really, really great opportunities, whether that's in person or virtual. So find ways to engage, and that'll help you see if a school is a good fit for you.
University of Colorado, Boulder.
I'm going to echo what everybody else has already said, but I would say students, when I'm speaking with many parents and students, I try to really encourage a student to be the driver because this process is you and your parents know you, but you know you. And it's going to be you on a college campus having to do your own laundry, eat, figure out when to schedule things. So be the driver and drink a lot of water. It's a marathon.
University of Arizona.
All great advice. I would also just add to ask questions. I mean, that's what we're all here for. This is our job. We love to get your questions answered. We want to make sure that you make an informed decision. So ask anything and everything that comes to your mind, from something to academic programs, to the food on campus, to how am I going to do my laundry? Like, this is going to be your life for the next 4 years. So ask anything that you need to know.
Great advice from all of you. And now I'm going to ask a second question here and take the advice of asking questions, a little different context. What's your favorite event or tradition on campus? Go back to Arizona State.
I have so many. I don't know if I can pick one, but probably my favorite tradition is Echo from the Buttes. Every year since the early 1900s, students hike up a mountain. They paint the covered letter indicating a new beginning to the school year. So that's probably one of my favorite traditions at ASU.
UC Irvine.
Yeah, every year, except this year, because it was a little challenging, our students try to break a Guinness Book of World Records. So we have the world records for the largest game of dodgeball, the largest water blaster fight, the largest pillow fight, and the largest game of capture the flag. So it's just a really fun way to bring everyone together, hopefully try to break a world record and get that anteater spirit going.
Western Colorado University.
Yeah, my favorite tradition on campus is that in Gunnison, we have one of the largest collegiate emblems on the side of a mountain in the nation, which is kind of funny. But every year our mountain rescue team goes up to that W and lights it on fire for homecoming. So a really fun tradition that students and alumni look forward to every year.
University of Colorado Boulder.
I would say we have a live Buffalo mascot. Her name is Ralphie. So usually when we're having football games or kind of students on campus, we really kind of like to taunt our Buffalo around. And if you've all watched any of our games in the Pac-12, she'll actually run on the field. Our students are Division I handlers, so they get scholarships. So if you find that you want to be the next Ralphie runner handler, more power to you, scholarship money.
We've got some good Pac-12 rivals in here today.
Exactly.
University of Arizona.
So one of my favorite actual events that we host on campus is called Spring Fling. It is the largest student-run carnival in the country. So each year our students put together this amazing event drawing in thousands and thousands of people. We have it is like a legit carnival. We have different rides, different venues, different vendors come on campus. So it's a really good time, not only for our students, but also the surrounding community of Tucson and even further. So really fun times on our campus.
We have enough time. I can do a third question here, and we'll stay along with the fun kind of theme. An interesting or fun fact about your school, and we'll go back to Arizona State University.
We have a lot of cool, interesting fun facts, but one of my favorite fun facts is we have over 300 palm trees on our campus. So it's absolutely beautiful. There's actually a walk on campus called Palm Walk. It's a beautiful, beautiful stretch of palm trees. It's kind of a big place for great Instagram photos when you're on campus and tagging yourself, and it's just a beautiful part. But yeah, over 300 palm trees on our campus.
UC Irvine.
To help you win trivia one day, if you're wondering how we became the Anteaters, I'll give you this shortest version possible. Our water polo team in the 60s followed this comic strip called BC Comics called Peter the Anteater, and he said zot 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 when he ate his ants. And so the chancellor said that we had to choose a mascot. He gave the student body 4 choices. They didn't like any of those choices. So the water polo team campaigned grassroots style to go ahead and make the Anteater the mascot. They got everyone to do it, and Peter the Anteater won as a write-in candidate with 56% of the vote. And so that's how we became the Anteaters.
Western Colorado.
Yeah, so a fun fact about Western is that kind of how I mentioned that our mountain rescue team goes up and lights that W on fire every year for homecoming. We actually have the only collegiate certified mountain rescue team in the nation. So if you want to be a part of that, that's a really great way to give back to the community.
University of Colorado Boulder.
I'm going to go back to one of the facts I said earlier. Number one place for female entrepreneurship, which I find amazing, in the number 2 tech hub in the country.
And University of Arizona.
So fun fact, we are one of the very few schools that actually have 2 mascots. Our mascot is the Wildcat. So we have Wilbur Wildcat and Wilma Wildcat. We started off originally with a Wilbur, and then along came Wilma, and they're even married. We had a big ceremony to celebrate their union, and so Wilbur and Wilma, the Wildcat.
Well, thank you all for sharing the fun facts and your favorite campus traditions, the advice for the students going through the college search process, and obviously the great information about each of your institutions. I want to thank our attendees for joining us. When you close this window, there'll be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this is just one of many sessions being hosted. Be sure to sign up for more if you haven't done so already at the same place you signed up for this one. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/Michigan. Once again, thank you all for joining us, and thank you to our representatives for all the great information. Have a great rest of your Sunday.